Hi guys, this video will serve as the homework assigned Thursday, October 23rd or Friday for October 24th if you're in A or B block. And this will be due Monday, October 27th. So for this you will need a sheet of paper and a pencil. So please grab that right now if you don't have one in front of you. And what we're going to do is I'm going to take you through a few review problems. We're going to review arithmetic of equations because it seems like a few of us still need some practice with it. If you're one of the people who is just mastering this concept, you are able to do the arithmetic just fine. Just bear with us, do the work along with us because I think it'll still be beneficial for you. And on Monday you'll be moving on to a different concept with the substitute. So we're going to start off with three functions. I would like you to write these down on your own sheet of paper. So f of x is equal to 3x squared minus 5x plus 2. G of x is equal to negative 2x squared plus 7x. And then one more function, h of x, which is equal to 2x squared. Okay? So if you don't have these three functions written down, I would write them down right now. You may want to pause right here just to make sure you have these three functions written down. Okay. So let's move on. The first thing I would like you guys to do is to calculate f plus g of x. So I'd like you to pause the video right now and see if you can get this, and then here in a second we'll resume. Okay, so you can pause right now. All right, so let's see if your work is correct. 3x squared minus 5x plus 2 plus negative 2x squared plus 7x. Well, do we have any like terms? Yes, we do. We have negative 5x plus 7x. Does the 3x squared have like terms? Yes, it does. 3x squared plus negative 2x squared, so we can combine those two like terms, and then we can combine the negative 5x and the 7x. Let's do that. So 3x squared plus negative 2x squared is just 1x squared, or just x squared. Negative 5x plus 7x would be positive 2x. And the plus 2, he has no partner, so we're just going to include him. So this should be your answer. X squared plus 2x plus 2. Okay? So now I'm going to give you another problem, and we'll pause. You're going to pause the video once again and see if you can work this on your own. So I'd like you to find f plus g of negative 1. So pause the video right now and find this for me. Okay, well, we can do the same thing. If we're plugging in negative 1, there's an easy way to do this. What we can do is we can look at the solution to the problem what we just did, which was f plus g of x, x squared, plus 2x plus 2, and all we need to do is simply plug in negative 1 into here for x. That's our new input. So negative 1 squared plus 2 times negative 1 plus 2. Let's not forget our order of operations. What would I do first? Well, I would deal with this exponent. So what is negative 1 squared? Well, it's 1. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2, so minus 2 plus 2. So 1 minus 2 is negative 1, plus 2 is positive 1. So your answer should be a positive 1. Feel free to pause this if you want to take a look at my work. Okay? Now I'm going to give you another one. And remember, I'm going to expect that you turn in this work on Monday that we're doing in class together, okay? That will be evidence that you watched this video and did the work. So we're going to now find f minus g of x. And again, I'll stop the video, or you should pause the video and work this on your own, and then we'll check it together. So we have 3x squared minus 5x plus 2 minus negative 2x squared. Let me write it again. Wish I had one of those fancy Khan Academy screens on my computer, but I don't. So 3x squared minus 5x plus 2 minus negative 2x squared plus 7x. Okay, so this is essentially what we're doing. Okay, are there any like terms we can combine? Yes, we can combine the 3x squared minus negative 2x squared, which is positive 5x squared. And then we have negative 5x minus 7x, which is negative 12x. And then we have the plus 2, and he's just hanging out. Notice, do I need to rearrange any of these terms, or are they already in order? Well, they're already in order, because we have the highest degree exponent first, followed by the x term, followed by the numerical term. So this is exactly what we want right here. This is your answer. Okay. Another question. This one is going to be a little harder. Okay. It'll involve a little more algebra. I would like you to find f times g of 3. So I'd like you to pause the video and find this for me. Okay. Well, luckily there's a very easy way to do this. Okay. All we need to do is we need to find f of 3. We need to find g of 3 and simply multiply them, because we're multiplying f times g. So what is f of 3? Well, what I can do is I can substitute a 3 in for x in the f of x equation. So that would be 3 times 3 squared minus 5 times 3 plus 2. Okay? So according to order of operations, what do I do first? I do the exponent. 3 squared is 9. So I have 3 times 9 minus 5 times 3 plus 2. And then order of operations, what do I do next? Well, I do multiplication from left to right. So 3 times 9 is 27. Minus 5 times 3 is 15. Plus 2. 27 plus 15, that is 42. Plus 2 is 44. Okay. And now we just have the other piece. We have the g of x with the 3 plugged in. So let's write that down. Be negative 2 times 3 squared plus 7 times 3. And that's it. So it's this piece at the bottom. Once again, I have to deal with the exponent first according to order of operations. So that'd be negative 2 times 9 plus 7 times 3. Negative 2 times 9 is negative 18 plus 7 times 3, which is 21. And negative 18 plus 21 is equal to positive 3. So I should have a positive 3 for the 3 plugged in the g of x equation. So now what's left? Well, I simply have to multiply 44 times 3, because we're looking for f times g of 3. What is 44 times 3? That is 132. Okay? So your answer should be that, 132. Nice job if you got that. We're going to do one more, and then you will be done with your homework. Okay? Go out and enjoy the warm, sunny Saturday or Sunday day, hopefully. Okay? We're going to do f times h minus g of 1. So once again, pause the video right here and do this for me. All right. So how do we do this? Well, once again, we are going to simply plug in 1 to the f of x equation, to the h of x equation, and to the g of x equation, and then do f times h minus g. Not too bad. So let's start off with f. When you plug in 1 for x in the f of x equation, f of 1 should be equal to 3 times 1 minus 5 times 1 plus 2, which is equal to, that's 3 minus 5, negative 2, plus 2 is 0. Okay? So f of 1 should be equal to 0. Oh, and this is 1 squared. It doesn't matter, but there you go. H of 1 is equal to 2 times 1 squared, which is simply equal to 2, because 1 squared is 1 times 2 is 2. So h of 1 should be 2. And lastly, we have g. So g of 1 is equal to negative 2 times 1 squared plus 7 times 1, which is equal to negative 2 plus 7, which is 5, right? Okay, so what's left? All we need to do now is we need to plug these numbers in for f, h, and g. So I need to erase a little bit, and what are we going to have? We are going to have 0 times 2 minus 5. Okay, that's the same thing as f times h minus g. We just found the outputs for all of those. Okay, so f times h minus g is the same thing as this, because we found those outputs. What is 0 times 2? It's 0 minus 5, negative 5. Okay, that's what you should have gotten. So guys, we'll see you Monday. Remember, you're going to have a substitute that day, and he will, most likely you'll be watching another video with him and doing some work. All right, we'll see you later. Thank you. Remember to turn this in, this paper, this work that you just did. Okay, thank you.